I'm making this video because I need some help. Earlier this month I was really excited. I had managed to get Industry Canada to accept my corporate name, and I became officially incorporated under Babywearing in Canada, Le Partage de Bébé au Canada. And I'm like, yes, I've kept my promises to myself. Now here goes the next step. And I had it all sort of outlined in my head. I had the support of my initial logo creator to help me with setting the Pantones so that I could trademark. I have a couple of trademarks that I wanted to do, and then I was going to do the certification marks later. For two things. I mean, there's Babywearing in Canada, and Babywearing in Canada will now include Crown of Dreams, and then they'll have the two faces. And for those of you who aren't aware, Babywearing in Canada, I started in 2009 as a recognition that I am not the first person in baby wearing, and that I wanted to give something back to the community. So I created a postpartum support group where moms would come in, get help with their baby carriers, and also connect with other moms and be able to get help with any of the other issues that tend to crop up once you've had a baby. And then Crown of Dreams was my technical carrier expertise, where you would come in and you could either have a private consultation and we would go through all these sorts of carrier types to find out which was the best fit for you and your family. There have been times where I have worked with the local seamstresses and I have designed something particular to the needs of the person I was helping, and I've do courses and rent baby carriers and you name it, right? And so I was really excited. I was getting ready to submit my first trademark at the end of last week. I'd done all my research, and I had the first black and white Pantone with the color and everything and the description all set up and ready to go. And I heard from one of my baby wearing moms, and she said, "Did you know that there's a group, a mommy group on Facebook, and they're called Babywearing in Canada Swap and Chat?" And I was incredulous. I went, I searched, I found it with her help, and thanks, Jen, I appreciate it. I went and I found the name of the main administrator, and I contacted her and I said, "Look, I've been using this name since 2009. Would you reconsider changing yours?" And she said no. And of course, when someone says no to you, it's a huge shock, especially because I know then what the next steps are. The next steps are to accelerate everything and to get all my trademarks done immediately, and potentially get ready to issue a cease and desist order. All of these things which are not cheap. And I'm a single mother. I am a one-income show. I have a part-time job. There's this song which managed to come in on cycle on my iPod, because I've always got it on shuffle. And the lyrics that really stuck with me were these. "Say a prayer for me, please. Help me to feel the strength I did. My identity, has it been taken? Is my heart breaking? Empty?" And that's exactly how I felt. I was so upset. I was so angry and scared, and I was shaking so hard. I swear the computer desk was going to fall apart, because that's a lot of money, okay? It's just plain straight out a lot of money, and it requires a lot of energy to say no and to dig in your heels and to fight. And I didn't know where it was going to come from. I didn't know if I had it. I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard sometimes to run a household by yourself and to raise the kids, and then there's the dogs, and to manage the relationship with your ex, even if it's going well. It takes a lot of energy and organization, and you got to go to work, and then you come, and like right now the kids are in bed, and I'm doing this. I've been working, and that's just, you know, the unglamorous side of being a small business owner. And so I went to bed, and I slept like crap, and I got up the next morning, and I went to work. And at work, I got some support. I got permission from my manager to leave early afternoon to go and consult with a couple of lawyers, and it was at that point that I'm like, screw it, screw the cost. I have worked on baby wearing in Canada for a really long time. I have a vision for it. I have ideas that I would really like to come into being. This is my calling. My calling is to help parents feel confident and secure and to find strength within themselves. You know, when their baby has been up all night crying and they can't figure out why, or when they come in with this contraption that comes with like a 20-step video and they're at their wits' end as to how to put the friggin' thing on. You know, all of that is all intermingled, and that's what I love doing. And damned if I wasn't to get a chance to fight for my vision the way I want it to be presented to the world. So I signed a retainer. Yeah, expensive. So what that means is that I've had to identify more carriers than I initially planned for sale. And I'm asking for your help. I'm asking for your help to please circulate my sales page. It's going to be attached to the link on the posting for this video to as many people as possible. I want as many eyes on it so that I can bring in enough money to help fund these unanticipated legal bills. And I have been inviting you guys piecemeal to like the Babywearing in Canada page. For those of you who've liked it, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If I haven't had a chance to invite you yet, please go and like it. And invite your friends to do so as well. I'm going to go ahead and do everything I need to do to move forward on this, and that includes, you know, like the website launch and figuring out WordPress and create the course needed for my instructors and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, if you could please just show your support, send the link around for my sales page, and like Babywearing in Canada, and that would be great. I would really appreciate it. Thanks.